Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of the Rice Rockets here. I'm here in Queens today on a very cold day. I'll tell you why I'm out here, why I'm coming from this direction. You guys are going to laugh at me, but before I get into the video, guys, make sure to subscribe if you have not, and give the video a like if and only if you like it. Also, my last video, part of what I'm going to be talking about, but my last video was ended with me getting unexpectedly pulled over, and I guess you never expect to get pulled over, but anyway, check that video out. It's an hour-long video. I just left it uncut because I found the footage really therapeutic to watch. I went all the way to the end of the North Fork. I doubt anyone's gonna watch the whole thing, but as I was editing it, it just sounded really good, and it was like a fun ride to watch for me, so I hope it is for you guys too. But all that, the happenings are towards the end of the video, so check that video out. I'll put the link up here, which leads me to today's half a topic. Be feeling really bad about getting pulled over. Like, I've been pulled over once before, and it was a semi-joke, and it was really fucked up. I know a lot of people say, like, oh, I'm innocent, and it's like, oh, yeah, sure, everyone's innocent, but this actually, like, I totally got fucked on this, and I learned from this experience because it was on me to, you know, defend myself when I went to court, but I didn't have the tools because I didn't know exactly what to do. The first time, I'll briefly tell you guys about it. I had a 50cc scooter. I was going up Central Park West, and like all these kids, these project kids came by. They were doing wheelies, they were riding on the sidewalk and everything, and I was doing nothing. I was doing like 25, 30 miles an hour, and sure enough, a cop came like this way, like the opposite direction, and saw me, did a U-turn, and pulled around and got me. And I tried to explain it to him, saying like, listen, I'm not even with those dudes, but he wrote me a ticket anyway. And the ticket actually came from like Albany, I think it was the state of Albany, which makes sense. But what was funny is the ticket said $475 or $450 something, and I was like, no way I'm paying that. So I argued the ticket, waited a year to go to court. One second. Waited a year to go to court, went to court, and then, you know, I didn't have any of the facts in front of me, so the judge was actually very nice to me. He was just like, listen, man, like, you seem like a good guy. Next time you got to ask to see the speedometer. You're allowed to ask for that, and you're also allowed to take photos. Like, I was a little nervous to take photos and or video. So she just like told me how to handle the situation, but she didn't think I was a bad person. And then she was like, so your fine will be $45. I was like, oh, $45? Like, I'd have paid that. Like, my paper here says $450. And so she looked at it. I had to bring it up to the counter, and she looked at it. She's like, oh, this is like, must be a misprint because it's a $45 ticket. And I was like, oh, well, I would have paid that and just had this all done with. So, funny situation, but that's the only time I've been arrested other than the video last week or a couple days ago. Yeah, on the way home from that ride, I felt really bad. Like, I just, like, and again, I guess I'm just like a goody two-shoes kind of guy, but like, I don't mean to endanger anyone to ride like that, and I honest to God think that like, it's just hard to gauge my speed anymore after I did that max speed run. That really messed me up, like, because once I got up above 100, that's normal now. Like, 100 is normal. This is slow. Like, I feel really kind of like, ugh, right now. And I know this is a normal, I mean, everyone else is driving the speed, and there's no problem, but it's just the product of being on a sports bike. And like, I think anybody who has a sport bike can tell you that it just like makes you want to go, and pretty soon your reference for speed is totally thrown off. And like, I think that's a major part of what happened on the ride, was just like, it feels so good to be going faster on these bikes, and it makes you want to go. They make you want to go. So that's how I ended up there. I did, if you look at the video, I did, before accelerating, I made sure to get in front of cars and get to what I deemed to be safe, which I realize doesn't mean anything. But I'm just saying, it wasn't just a blind, you know, pitting of the throttle. See, I don't know if I said this already. I think I'm going to the castle at the northernmost end of Manhattan. It's owned by the Metropolitan Museum now. I rode up there a bit ago when I was doing like a career update video, and I really liked it. It has a nice wraparound, and then you kind of just head straight down. Your little highway riding today. But first, go through the city. Woo! So to tie this all back in, guys, like I was thinking, it got me really down. Thinking about, I was like, well, what's the use of having this sport bike if like I can't really ride it to its full potential? And it got me thinking of like what bike I'd want next, right? Like I'm in no rush to get rid of this bike, obviously, and the problem is how I ride it. It's not the bike itself. But you know, I don't know, just food for thought. So I thought about Harleys again, and I was like, let me just go sit on a few, just to like see what they feel like. I'm not actually gonna buy one, don't worry. But you know, I just wanted to see what they felt like. So I went by the Harley dealership, and then decided not to go, just because I was like, this is dumb. Like, it's not even worth thinking about right now. But I got close. To window shopping, that is. Yeah, I don't know if I was to do a bike next. I'm not entirely sure because like my mind and my heart wants a sport bike, another one. Like a V4 would be really cool, but I think I'd get in a ton of trouble. So like it's just not even worth entertaining that idea. Like if I, you know, this is 765 and like I go crazy. So I think a V4 1000cc liter bike would be a real bad idea. I could see myself like jumping straight to like the dad thing and getting an ADV bike. I've long wanted that, like the idea of having bags to put everything and having like a comfortable ride. The Tigers look cool. I low key have an addiction, a fetish for the Tiger 900. There's a low seat height version. A customer dropped one off for service one day when I was working over at Triumph, and he had it all geared out. He had like the crash bars on it, and on the bars he had like footrests and low seat. He had all the panniers, the back and the sides. And I sat on it for a little bit just to like see how it felt, and it felt amazing, maneuverable for such a big bike. So I kind of fell in love with that arrangement and that setup. If I was to go that direction, Tiger 900 low, all the shit on it. I don't think, like, I've never really been a BMW GS guy, just not been what I've gravitated towards, and they're so expensive. I mean, the Tiger is not cheap either. It's probably like right within that bracket too. Maybe it's just that type of bike. But I really do like that style because you get to do, get to have a relaxed ride without doing the cruiser thing. And the cruiser thing is cool. It's a whole vibe, but it's you know, it's kind of limited in style. Like, you're so stretched out and you're like, it's just I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I've said that every time I get to the edge of like considering a cruiser, I'm like, not quite yet. So I don't know. But I think next bike would realistically be cruiser or ADV, not another sport bike, because it doesn't make sense to go for another middleweight after this. It's like the same exact thing. Ugh. Oh, come on, guys. I'm a little rusty. I didn't do any riding for the past day and a half. Got a cop right behind me, and about 3 more on Delancey Street. Oh, that's the other time I got pulled over. I got pulled over twice before, I guess. The other time was I was splitting lanes up here. I was trying to drop my girlfriend off to work. I was coming from Brooklyn, going straight down to Lansing, and like they pinched me in between a car and them. And I would have tried. There's really no way out of that, but I would have tried to like scoot past them, but I had a passenger, so not the best look. Not trying to do that. It's so cold out. Trying to be good. I'm trying to be good, guys. I've learned my lesson. I'm not doing much splitting or craziness, or trying not to. It takes a lot longer. Alright. I don't know what happened there. I couldn't feel the throttle engage. That was weird. Very odd. I should take a left, I guess. Does that make sense? Oh, it smells like eggs. Fucking annoying. used to skate around here. This part right here. Oh, metal plates. Google. Goddamn. That's where I would like to work. In no way qualify. Maybe someday. Alright, let's go, let's get all the way up there. I'm excited. I don't fully remember the way. I'm going to do it from memory and we'll see what exactly happens. There we go. Perfect. So this is Chelsea Piers. Chelsea Piers has pretty much everything. They got bowling, they got golf, as you can see. They got soccer. This is where I grew up playing soccer, though. It's cool over here. Or it was cool, at least. All I know is bowling is expensive. I think it's expensive anywhere you go now, but here it was like... I remember I went like when I was an adult, when I was in my 20s, and I was like, yo... bowling used to be like $10 a game. I don't know what happened. I guess times happened. Yeah, my clutch is releasing a lot later. I guess that means some slippage. I don't smell any burning. Well, I guess I wouldn't smell any burning if I was on the bike, but I don't think it's a serious problem. I just think it's changed. I should probably get it checked out. Baby. So guys, one cool thing I was looking into, I started thinking about this after the last video, and that was like, how much time does speeding actually save, right? Because unless you're doing like 160 miles per hour for like an hour, you're not, you're not gonna, in my head, just like logically speaking, you're not covering like an exponentially greater distance by speeding up in certain areas. You're not. And so I found this dude on YouTube who actually explained it in a very cool way. And he was saying, I don't know the science behind this. I'm not a mathematician, although I am learning coding. There we go. Oh man, that's a big bump. He was explaining how, we measure everything in miles per hour, but it's really not miles per hour, right? Because we're not driving one consistent speed for that hour. So really, it's how much... Sorry, a lot of bumps. How much time do you save per minute is a more accurate way to measure it, because you do, you know, you may hold the same speed for a minute, you may be somewhere within the same range for a minute, and that way it becomes more measurable. So, you know, the difference between going, you know, 30 miles an hour and like 80 miles an hour is pretty large. You save a good amount of time doing that, given that it's a consistent speed. But you know, going from 80 to 85 to 90, those differences don't make that big a difference. It saves you maybe like a second or two per minute, in which case it's not, you know, it's really not enough to warrant breaking the speed limit, right? The place where he was arguing that you can save a lot of time is in the acceleration. The quicker you accelerate to the speed at which you want to travel, the more time you'll save. There's a graph that he was showing how, like, you know, speed is pretty much constant. What is it? It's like a direct relationship with time. I'm gonna botch the whole explanation, but essentially, if you can accelerate to your speed, the top speed that you want to go, which should be within the speed limit, quicker, you will then cover more distance in any given period of time, which makes a lot of sense. So I'll try to find the YouTube video and post it down below in the descriptions, as well as maybe post a picture, a screenshot of the graph that I'm talking about on the screen. It's actually pretty interesting, and it made you feel kind of silly for wanting to speed. I don't know, that was my little delve into what is speed anyway, right? Let's see, yeah, just keep going straight. Where am I? I'm like Upper West Side right now. We'll be approaching Harlem in a little bit. Ow, ow. Very bumpy right here. I don't remember this being that bumpy. There we go. Smooth out a little bit. Joyzy. Joy Joys. Ooh, Mercedes, you're so cool. I pretty much assume that if you drive a Mercedes, you cannot drive. Big bumps again. This guy's right on me, Jesus. Alright, and this is my exit somewhere here. I think it's not, maybe, oh, I guess it all goes. Okay, I gotta find a bathroom though. Oh, why I feel so short today. Alright, guys, well, that's my ride for today. I didn't really have a topic or anything specific. It was kind of all over the place, but yeah, this is a new ride that I really like doing. This part, the last little chunk of that highway, and then like around here is really fun. Obviously, you have to keep it super super slow around here because there's a lot of tourists and stuff. Um, but yeah, as to the last video that I posted, guys, I really did walk away from that different. Thinking differently. I didn't take it lightly, and I feel really shitty about it. So, if anybody has any reservations about me based on that last video, well, I hope you don't hold it too hard against me. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm going to try to find a bathroom in this place, then ride on home, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.